Welcome back to the next episode of Chai.
How? This time I said I was late, right? It's okay. So what we said earlier, that we are gonna talk about safety and expenditure in Taiwan. I think, and I also said that this would be this could be very interesting topic for foreigners who are planning to come here, because in any country or people from the country which are not much developed,
Like our country.
like our country. Hey,
What?
I always said that I'm very blunt and all. Why I'm not saying things directly?
It's okay. I'm gonna feel that part.
Okay. So yeah, from those country, like our country, which are not developed. In other words, like third world countries, people try to move in those so-called developed countries, right? And they always first what they see is the currency, right? What, for example, if an engineer earning something in their country and what an engineer earning in that country where they're planning to move, so they compare with that. But the thing is, how much you spend there, because what if you are earning a lot and you are expending a lot too? Then there is no saving, and then what? It won't affect your life quality, right?
Yeah, true. Like
And-
the
and-
standard of living is
It's there.
important.
Yeah, and including few basic things like what is the cost of fuel, what is the cost of power, what is the cost of medical,
Everything, right? Cost of living.
cost of
basically.
living. Yeah, but here we want to talk about we want to talk in details, so that why we are doing this podcast, because they can have the glimpse of
How it is to live in Taiwan.
really,
Yeah.
right? At least they will get the response from the people like us, who are, we can say, an kind of average people, right?
Yeah, true.
We comes from the background of students, and
Not from rich family.
and of course not from rich families.
Nobody supports us. We have to support ourselves. Things like this.
Yeah, and maybe white collar jobs, but also we also experience the workers kind of job, right? And we also have been here as a student.
Yeah.
So at least we can talk about those. We can touch those points,
Yeah.
right? And those experience. So yeah, I think you have a lot to say about this thing.
May I have just one disclaimer? Because the standard of living in Taiwan is, well, generally it's cheap and affordable, and like what you earn will definitely suit and fulfill whatever your daily needs is. But it also, one point to consider is where exactly you are located and living in Taiwan. Like, for example, it's more expensive, like the food and the accommodation, or the houses or apartments are way more expensive in Taipei than when you're living in Miaoli or in Hsinchu, for example. So yeah, anyway, I
want to add
Yeah,
something
sure.
here. Is that whatever you are saying is quite common everywhere. Like even in USA, if you are living in New York, it's different. And if you are living just a little bit far from New York, towards the countryside,
countryside,
in counties, right? Then it would be different.
Yeah.
But what we are trying to say here, that look, you are getting almost all facility what you can get in so-called famous country like USA, Australia, and maybe Nordic. Okay. In Scandinavian, like Norway, Denmark, kind of. Okay, so so whatever you get there, we already talk about the convenience store.
Yeah.
We already talk about the public transport. These are few common things you can expect in developed countries very well, right? Like they must be very well organized and facilitated by government, right? And you would have access to them as a like common thing for everyone, right? So my point of view is at some places, like for example, convenience store. I don't have any experience of USA's convenience store, but I believe here it's more convenient. I don't think you can do all those things what we can do it here. I actually don't know. I think listeners can tell better. So and second thing, for sure you won't it's quite less hassle here.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is my point is, you are getting those facilities, the almost, I would say almost the at similar level of those so-called famous countries, but at cheaper price.
Yeah, so
Right.
much cheaper price.
So it's really remarkable to tell here you are getting the same kind of facilities.
Yeah.
For example, the public transport, all buses are fully air conditioned.
Yeah.
Right. Fully low floor buses with like awesome shockers. Why I'm telling those details, because we have the experience of our buses in our public transport, right? So so it means it's so comfortable, drive, and price is like much cheaper than those USA, Australian public buses, right? In the same way, if you post something here, that would be different, right? If you like, everything you are getting at much cheaper price, right?
Okay, so should we start with your house, for example? Like, how much is it to rent an apartment here? Well, by the way, that's one thing that they made easy for foreigners. They have this 591 app or website where you can search.
Wow,
right?
that's also a very good thing. If you have Google Google Chrome, you can easily translate it, because it's it's in Chinese and Taiwanese, so you can just automatically translate it. There is no problem, right?
And what you can see there is like search where you will be living, and then which county, which city, and then it's gonna show which type of house you are gonna live. Do you want to?
And they have lots of categories, right?
Yeah.
Like mansion, flat type, and blah blah, and
whole floor, or you're gonna.
And we have seen a lot of such kind. We have experienced a lot of houses, right? Like once we were too much into the nature, and we found a house in a far county place. and we went there, and it was awesome experience. But owner was too much like ambitious about his project. We would say
Yeah.
project because the house was hanging on the
Hanging on the trees, and they're like, what?
their
the-
washing machine literally hanging.
I know, literally, it's hanging.
Right.
Oh my gosh! And I even found what's that insect inside? It's a forest insect inside the bathroom. That's
Okay.
how it is very attached to nature.
Yeah.
Like,
And just down the tree there was
River?
what?
Was it
Not
river?
river,
No.
a big valley kind of place
Yeah,
full
yeah.
of water.
Yeah.
If you will drop from there, you will go in that kind of pond. We would say pond, big pond. So it's like one point of view is like scary, but why we didn't give it a chance, because the owner was too ambitious, right?
Oh my gosh, that place. Currently, I'm living in a very spacious area. It's only 15,000, and that guy who's renting a very like smaller place than I have right now is renting his place for 14,000. Only 1,000 difference, but there is so much difference in the facilities you can take. But anyway, let's go back to the range.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so I want to give our listeners a good overview of the expenditure. So I would like to share about the house rent.
Yeah, that's
so
where we are.
let me compare with Delhi, because I have some experience from Delhi. In Delhi, for 10,000 you will get a room with it depends in where in Delhi also.
Okay.
But I believe like for 10,000, let's talk about 10,000 rupees, you will get one very small room, maybe attached latrine, attached toilet. I don't know, it's attached, or I believe it won't be attached. Okay. And
What do you mean by attached toilet?
means it won't be shared.
Okay.
So but I felt in same amount you will get a room here in a flat.
Yeah.
So you would have, of course you would have a shared toilet, but you would get a shared big common hall. You would get a kitchen, shared kitchen. And you know, here like things are quite clean and all. So in same amount you are getting quite good place here. Okay.
Wait,
so what
so
I
you're
want to
10,000
say, I want to say that in same amount what you are going to get in Delhi, you will get little better and cleaner house here. And just think about that. Rent is same as Delhi, but you are earning more,
Yeah, true.
right? It will give you the feel what I want to say.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Same in the Philippines, actually. It's like almost the same type of house. You can get, like, for example, you can rent there 15,000 PHP, and then here 15,000 NTD, for example. So you have almost the same like facilities you can get, and as opposed to that one, your example. Same level, but that 15,000 PHP amount in the Philippines is so difficult to like attain in every salary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. In the same way, I want to say that in India is also to get a good salary. So paying that amount is a big deal.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Especially when you are living in Delhi, right? because you have other expenses and lots
Yeah.
of things. Okay, by the way, so this is about house rent, right? Let's talk
So
about.
wait, can I add some
Sure,
more?
sure.
Like, cause
I want to, because I already gave the disclaimer that we are not gonna do lots of hard work and research about it.
No,
So
because-
as much as we can load our experience, that would be better. So please.
But because who's the better person to talk about the rent? Mind you, it's my 5th year in Taiwan and I am on my 6th house in Taiwan.
That's awesome.
So I would like to share.
Yeah,
my-
I can understand your experience. No, sorry, I cannot understand your experience because most of the time I was just a student, so it was just dormitories. So actually, yes,
right.
you are the right person to talk about it. Please go ahead.
Yeah, when I was in university, the dormitory was just 5,000. Yeah, just 5,000. Of course, shared, just like in your dormitory. I guess the bathrooms are shared.
Yeah.
Cleaning area, laundry area is shared too.
Yeah, the best thing is, it was cleaned by the staff.
Oh yeah, right.
of
We don't clean it. By the way, we
anything.
take
And-
care
and-
of our cleaning of our
Yeah,
own rooms.
That's why I won't tell more about because we are still anonymous people, right?
Right. So, and then I try to move out because the apartment outside is just 4,500, and I own my bathroom. I own my, I can like cook there and all. And then I moved to another. From that's in Miaoli. Definitely, the houses there is way cheaper. And then I moved to Jubei City, and then yeah, the range would be around 6,500. My apartment before, which is 6,500. I have my own laundry area already. I have my own bathroom, and I just
in 6,000.
6,500.
Wow.
And water
That's
bill,
6,000
water
is-
is free.
Okay. In PHP, how much it would be? The 6,000, around 8,000,
Should be, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or
around
6,000 in Indian rupees is around 12 to 15,000.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay. We are still in the regime of the daily rent.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So yeah. So this was about the rent, right?
So we're saying that for what? 6,500 to, if you would like your own kitchen too, and then it's gonna be more expensive. If you have your own car like I do, you will have to pay for your well, you would have to pay for the parking space as well. So yeah, then it, of course, the payment would increase. What I want to say is just it's in between the range of a decent one, okay? A decent one where everything you already have would be around 6,500 to 15,000.
Okay. And I want to add here.
Yeah?
I want to add here about safety.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, because when you are outside your country, you don't know any even. Okay, lots of things coming in my mind, so I'm getting messy. Okay, if you are in India, even you are, you know the language, you know everything, but it's still the brokers there, they can do lots of fishy thing with you. You know, and if they, especially I'm talking about India, especially I'm talking about those metro cities, big cities. So if people would know that they can fish you, they would fish you. Okay, but here you are from our own, like you are not from their country, right? It's still those brokers and all, how fairly they make they make the contract.
Yeah. With contracts, you would have no problem.
Okay, and even if someone in far countryside, if someone would allow you to live there without contract, although I haven't find any any renter without contract. So even if someone would allow you to live there, I don't think they would do any fishy or bad thing, you know.
Although, let me just say something here, is I've been to a lot of searching of houses before.
I believe you.
So there are just many still who are racist. They won't allow foreigners to live in there.
That I heard from another friend.
Yeah.
That it's really they are actually, if you would know some language, then it would be okay. But they really don't want any foreigner.
Yeah. Unless
you are white.
No. Unless.
Okay, it's another
Oops,
topic.
that's another topic.
Okay.
Well, anyway, no. Unless you have a Taiwanese friend who can be your guarantor.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, this is a thing. But they are so fair with those
course,
things, right?
yeah.
You can like there's I don't think like I can do it easily in India, anywhere where nobody knows me, right? And here we don't have anyone, right? We are doing everything by our own, right? But things are going on fairly. Yeah. So
just don't encounter those racist ones. I had a bad experience about that, but
let's talk about it later.
But generally, there you the price we're talking about the expenditure for now. So it's fair for the house. So can we proceed to the next one?
Next one, I would say the
food. Yes, it's also food in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. If you buy food, if you buy food, of course, here in Taiwan, most of people buy food. They cook seldomly, right? They cook, but it's seldom. Maybe they cook breakfast.
Yeah.
But so it's like that. It's not like full time cooking, and the reason is like there is no one here is like full time homemaker.
Right.
Everybody is working, and in their mind it's like it should be like that.
Unless you're a grandma or grandpa, you just stay at home.
And although we have good market of raw food here, but still people mostly go outside to eat.
Yeah.
So if you buy food, especially like from some kind of so
let's begin with breakfast, maybe.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
I want to categorize by two shops, like few specific shops and few of the many Taiwanese shops. I call them Taiwanese shop.
Oh, okay.
General Taiwanese shop for breakfast, for simple bintang.
All right, got it.
So if you go there, so it's kind of one-time meal. How much? Maybe 80, mostly. Average is 80, which would be around 160, 170 rupees of Indian rupees, and. So you can see you can eat like your one-time meal is around 170 rupees, which is, I know in India you can even eat at lower price, but still I think it's almost like at that level. Again, I would say, look, you are earning more, but you are expending on food very little.
Yeah.
And now let's come to the second option. If you are gonna cook, oh my god. And by the way, you can find all Indian things here, not very easily, but still you can find them. So just cook and save easily. Although many of you won't have time, so just try to eat outside. which of course would be a disaster for you in terms of taste.
For Indians, that's a problem.
Yeah, and I believe for Filipino too, huh?
Well, we
Not much, but it's still
no,
right.
not gonna be a problem for us.
Yeah,
No.
okay. So, but for Indians, it's a problem. It's a big problem. So you can manage it. I have seen people are managing here a lot. Yeah, okay, and.
You know why I'm saying it's not a problem for Filipinos? I'm saying I understand what you're trying to say, that like most of their food are sorry to say, are have no taste, or like it's blunt, and like you just they're just boiled maybe. Some
we call Taiwanese food as boiled food,
right? But that's why you're saying it's a problem for you, because you guys, your food is so tasty that's why their food will be
You
a
don't
problem
like
for
Indian
you.
food?
I like a lot.
Okay.
I like Indian food a lot. But like for Filipinos, we're fine to eat food. Me personally, I'm fine to eat food from like 7-Eleven or Family Mart. That's why I'm saying it's not gonna be a problem for me personally. But if you're like an eater, you always want good food, then most probably just cook at home. That's a better option for you.
Okay, so we have like included the included house rent. We have included food, which are the basic needs.
Can I add, like with the food, it's by the way, around 35 NT dollars. You can already
It's
buy
around the 70 to 80 rupees in India. Okay.
you can buy one soy milk and one sandwich.
Yeah, so that's what I wanna say. Like around 50-60 NTD, you can buy one sandwich and one drink.
No,
and that-
35 NT dollars.
35.
Yes, $15 for the soy milk and $20 for the sandwich.
Oh, that's the cheapest.
Yeah, that's how
So in,
much.
in your sentence, like we can eat breakfast just in $35,
Yeah.
right? And 35 Taiwanese dollars, right?
Yeah. And so
Okay.
like around 35 the 35 to 120 NT dollars, within that range you can have your meal already.
Easily, right? So I think the meal range is almost like if you are using the simple Taiwanese shops. So it would be in our range, like the food range in our country, right?
Yeah.
Little bit higher, but it's almost same.
Almost.
It's not like America or something.
yeah.
Okay, and I told you can cook easily. Okay, all I want to say here, all basic needs like power, fuel, are very cheaper here. For example, the petrol, gasoline
Yes.
is, I believe, more than 2 times cheaper than India.
In Philippines too, I have just checked recently.
Okay,
Right?
it's almost 3 times thrice cheaper here.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Yes,
And-
per
and-
liter.
Okay, and what's your electricity bill for 2 months?
Oh, that one for 2 months.
300
that was just
almost.
almost 300
300
NT
NTD,
dollars.
even
That's
lesser,
also
right?
already for 2 months.
For
Oh, by
2.
the way, let me have a disclaimer on that. It's not all the time like this. Although it's still gonna be cheaper than our country, because like for 1 month in my country, for example, and you have your, of course, electricity and all your like you have your AC, your you charge everything, your fridge and all. That's gonna cost you, an internet maybe like 2,000 a month, like 2,000 4,000 a month in the Philippines. Here, the maximum I had for 1 month was 1,000. When I was in one apartment which charges like 5.5 NT dollars per kilowatt.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Quite
So-
specific, right?
Yes, yes.
Now our listeners can easily relate.
So
Okay.
the range here is gonna be 3.5 to 5.5 NT dollars per kilowatt. It depends on which apartment you will live.
Okay. By the way, so I told you like fuel, power, and gas. If you're cooking,
Right.
Tell me your gas.
Oh my gosh, I don't even remember that it reached 100.
Oh my god, 100 Taiwanese dollar,
Yes.
right? Oh my god, it's almost like 200 rupees.
Oh.
Almost 200
Gosh, really?
250 rupees. Oh my god. So I think we already talked all about like all basic things related to our expenditure, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's enough for today.
Yeah, we'll keep the rest for the next time.
Yeah. Please tell us what you want, how you felt about these episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what else do you want to hear from us about
Yeah.
Taiwan?
Sure. And we would be very happy to share with you, right?
Yep. All
Okay.
right. So that's it for tonight. Or for today. Char.
Chai.
How?